quite the interesting episode, methinks, given the ending of the last episode. It's going to be very interesting to see how Rita handles things now that she got exposed. Not just that, but Major got exposed as well. So let's see how Liv and Major handle things, I guess. I don't think it's going to be good. I don't think I need a spoiler alert for that one. No, but it's going to be very interesting coming into this episode for multiple reasons. Hello, everyone. Liam Catterson here with episode 15 of Season 2 for iZombie. After this, we've got 4 episodes left as we, I guess, approach the end game for Season 2 with things hottening up, especially with Blaine in terms of that side of things, because we got Zombie Blaine back. So that's going to be very, very fun to explore once more after Mr. Boss dealt with him. So I feel like there might be a bit of a case of an eye for an eye potentially further down the line this season. We'll just have to wait and see. But I'm expecting this episode's going to be kind of awkward, like I said, given the ending of the last episode. So yeah, but I really did enjoy the last episode, especially with the case of the week, which kind of took a bit of a subversion of expectations, I guess, considering, you know, the rest of the cases of the week that we've had with iZombie. So yeah, but no, I'm really excited to get into this episode. Really preparing the awkwardness that might unfold. So why don't we get into this episode of iZombie? This is episode 15 of season 2. Let's go.
Sorry? The music. Hungry like the wolf.
I'm surprised no one's giving him more attention, given...
So true.
Yeah.
So true.
I mean, talk about crazy.
Uh-huh. Dr. Eleanor Cash.
I was calling her Cinderella.
Too soon?
52,
Too
single.
soon, no.
I was on unemployment this last year. You get anything?
Face was doused with a flammable liquid, set alight, prolonged and painful. Not the way I choose to go. Whale ingestion, if you're curious.
Someone must have really
okay,
hated her.
okay.
According to
Specific.
Google.
Enjoy. I'll just be here, alone,
With Cinderella.
gazing unblinkingly into the face of death that inevitably awaits us all.
Oh! Oh, come on, Blade.
Kidding. Kind of. I do need brains. You got any?
I'm working on a new cure. I just injected a new subject, so...
Well, hopefully it works. Because it'd be a real shame if your local brain supplier died and you ended up with a horde of zombies running around Seattle just as a mariner.
Okay, no,
I agree.
you know.
I'm working accordingly.
I was more thinking it would be a shame to lose you, Blade.
And one bad reaction later.
Whoa.
Sheesh.
Okay, I might murder whoever did that to me.
Just remember, try not to stare.
Oh,
Hi. Can I...
maybe it was a temporary side
Hi,
effect?
Clive Babineau, Seattle PD.
I love it. Don't stare.
Freak! I wished horrible deaths on everyone involved. But thanks to modern medicine, I lost my motive to murder anyone.
Okay, promising.
Anyway, I was working in the graveyard at
Touch wood.
Cannery that night. You can call and check.
She does sound a bit confident, so I might give her, you know, that benefit. You want to lay off that.
Sweetheart.
Yeah, yeah. Sheesh. Liv laid one on her. Damn.
You think this is funny? You
Okay.
think you can hurt my daughter?
Uh-oh. Whoa!
It was Liv, not him. You got the list. You should go.
You don't mess with my daughter!
Yeah, that's some Supermax speaking, isn't it? Oy.
End of the day, $500,000.
Bullets!
I think it's monkey outside. I'm off to bed, Virginia.
That doesn't suit Blade, but it...
New look. Yes? Shut down for now. Lay low. Okay, I should go change before I start writing poems about the Moors. My cheeks could use a little color as well. Top.
I was gonna say, yeah, you probably need a bit of a cleanse.
You guys find more human brains?
What do you mean more?
Oh, shit!
That was human too.
Oh, this got hella awkward with the doctoring of the,
So the brain you tested before,
results.
that was a human brain?
Like I said in the report, which I guess you didn't even read.
We'll read this one. We're sending you a new sample. Thanks, Jason.
Oh boy.
Why did the report...
He's just not that into me. He's got a zombie on the side. Maybe I'm the zombie on the side. What I need is additional data and more detailed observation.
I love those effects. It kind of reminds me of the first episode of The Flash.
Hey, Liv. Sorry, I'm late.
Wish they kept doing that.
So I'm...
Nice. So this must be that girl we've been hearing all about? She's real?
Hey, can you tell Patrick I can come for him tomorrow?
So, Drake does have a job. He's on familiar terms with the crusty bartender.
I
He's
love
known
these.
and liked by regulars. He's
On
told people
screen.
about me. Current hypothesis?
stats.
Initial data points to Drake being on the level.
Hey, Drake.
Oh.
This is Liv Molly.
No, actually, you just might be onto something.
Liv,
Go live.
you busy?
You need more of those, like, yeah, oh. It's a project.
Annie Rosine's alibi checks out. I talked to the cannery manager. She was on shift.
I love
tonight.
that they gave no explanation
Looks like we're out of
whatsoever.
suspects.
No, I found Dr. Ben.
Thanks to her, I am now serving crab dogs, dressed like I'm in the world's worst adamant cover band.
Can you tell me where you were Saturday night at
Maybe
11
you
p.m.?
wanted
Home.
revenge. Nah, that's...
My dating life isn't what it was.
But I really do have a company to run. By all means, come back when you have a warrant. The door is right where you left it, behind you.
What a dick. I was really
You know
hoping
what, Vaughn?
Rita would walk
I
in.
know someone who would make a fantastic energy drink researcher.
Oh, wow! Damn!
That Von Clark? That man is pure evil. I know that at my very core.
Rationalization isn't just a river in Egypt. No, wait. That's denial. Never mind. You should be good.
Oh my god, Liv is killing it, though. I'm just expecting Rita to compromise her undercover mission.
I assume you're here because you need another zombie for your freezer?
Yeah,
Drake Holloway. On the list.
No! No! Oh my god! Yeah, this is really
Your knowledge of
a
what we
kerfuffle
do
for
here
you,
is
Blaine, as well, but...
mind-boggling, Miss Dillon.
I still.
Wait. Yes! Oh boy, this is what I was hoping to see.
Thing before you're done, do you? So you work on it in your secret basement. I mean, Fisher Price probably has a secret basement, for God's sake.
So, it's possible that Dr. Cash's death was related to trade secrets. If I could just talk to the people in the basement.
She's only trying to close a case.
Incineration it is.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I kid. I kid.
Your sense of humor stinks.
Oh, dude, I saw her last week. She looked like Groot.
Are you sure
What?
about that?
What, she was all wooden?
It's 1982 Purdy Street. Yeah, I'm calling about the title.
Pinocchio?
Hotel.
We need to get a warrant to search the basement of Max Rager.
What?
I had a vision. He's got
Nice
this secret
lie.
area down there with fingerprint passkey.
Settlement?
Report says 50,000.
Look at her. You think that's fair? To either of us?
That's why she was
I
all
wanted
fixed
to
up,
be an
though.
archaeologist, see the world. Annie wanted to be a television news reporter. Well, good luck, huh? Now I'm Annie's nurse. Someone's got to do it. Go out in the world, get groceries, make it to the drugstore.
Lives ruined,
Which time you
etc.
want Annie, you know how the...
It's a minor former employee. And this is fun. He was running a funeral home. Straight out of freshman English.
Wow.
Foreshadowing? Hello?
Work the tongue.
Oh my god. No further observation required.
I don't know, more
subject
testing might be
observed in
needed.
Body's injections. So, in the event I kick the bucket.
Oh, so he's gonna take the
all in
risk.
there. Bank accounts, safe combos, all of our customers' info
Risk
for the
without
brain
reward?
business. You keep the brain business going. It's in humanity's best interest. You promised me that.
Sure, boss.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you're gonna abandon her! Don't tell me you are gonna be that much of a dick! You son of a bitch! Wow! Shit. Rita 2.0. Father of the Year. Good move, Blaine. I mean, its style potentially die, but wait a little longer. Oh! Oh, mate! Oh, no! So close. This is gonna be awkward though when you know, Liv does find out. With the fact that Major was gonna say last episode what he was doing. Now he's gone ahead and Drake. So which doesn't exactly help her worries in regard, like especially with the fact that now she has an inkling that, well, to her mind, she's that Drake's working with Mr. Boss. Obviously, we know the real shit, but this is Liv we're talking about. To her knowledge, he's a bad egg, and this no-show is not going to exactly help things, and is just going to break her heart even further. So, yeah, May just. Oh boy. Yeah, not bad stuff there with this episode, because it certainly does, I guess, get a new layer on how much of a piece of shit Vaughn is. Which is really, really funny, because you had this episode him raging out at Major for him suspecting that Major caused the black eye that Rita had. And yeah, he just left his daughter to potentially, most likely, should I say, be part of the undead, which I think would be very, very good to see Rita, I guess, go to the point where she has to ask Liv for help, because obviously she knows that Liv is a zombie, so now she is part of the undead. It's going to be a case of Rita crawling to Liv after everything, and yeah, so, and I'm surprised they really took this direction with Rita, because I thought that it was going to be a case of her overthrowing her father and potentially feeding, well, you use the term feeding someone to the wolves. It's more so feeding someone to the zombies in this case. I thought she was going to feed her dad to the zombies, really. And, you know, be the new head of his empire, basically. But yeah, I mean, it still could happen, I guess. Just it would be with a bit more of an undead leader, I guess. So, one thing's for certain, Vaughn needs to be taken out of the equation. So, yeah. But we'll just have to see what does happen with that storyline. But, yeah. Applause to the Father of the Year. And it's, you know, very, very interesting, because you know, Rita has definitely been pressing certain buttons in regards to hampering any kind of rosy connections with Liv and Major. But, you know, she did not deserve to get done dirty like that. So, especially with the fact that Vaughn was prodding the zombie, basically. Prodding the bear, prodding the zombie in this case. And Rita was just telling him to stop, basically. He was just so aggressive with that Supermax in his system, of course. So maybe it was a case of that being more so at the driving seat, more than his more than common sense, I guess. But still, I mean, he has shown very, very concerning behavior, and now his daughter will be after his head, definitely, in more ways than one. So, yeah, but, yeah, good on Vaughn. Good on Vaughn. Still, it was very, very interesting stuff with this episode, especially with Liv's side of things. I love the analytical side that we had in this episode. Even the on-screen graphics as well, when she was analyzing about Drake and you know, what's the probability that he might be a bit shady. Yeah, I really, really loved that. Like, I always love seeing things like that when it comes to a character utilizing their smarts. And, you know, like I said this in the reaction, and it's one thing that I did miss about The Flash is the fact that the very first episode you had Barry at the crime scene and you had all these on-screen graphics, and I thought that was really, really cool. And then they just binned it for some reason. So, and I really, really loved that with Liv. Obviously, it's more of a, you know, one-off side of things given the brain she was on, but it was still really, really good stuff to see, especially with the fact that she is worried in regards to Drake, and now she's got it in her mind that he is definitely shady working with Mr. Boss. So obviously we know the ship, but yeah, it's gonna look even worse with the fact that Drake has now been kidnapped. And any kind of, like, if Liv tries to call Drake, etc., any kind of that kind of interaction that Liv might want with Drake, she's just gonna think that he's ghosting her because of what Major did. I just need. See, it's infuriating as well because Major goes ahead and does this to the person that Liv is seeing. Obviously, I don't think Major knows that Liv and Drake are doing the do, but yeah, because there was that close moment the other episode when Drake was in the bedroom, and yeah, Liv had to lie to Major, but you know, he was on the cusp in the last episode before Rita did show up, and then he goes ahead and does this, which is not going to help Liv's anxieties with Drake. So it's like pulling teeth at this minute. So yeah, but what I also really loved about Liv was the human look she had when she went to infiltrate Max Rager in regards to yeah, like that was really, really good. When she was undercover and she had that more human look, because it makes it feels weird, and yet that is Rose's natural look, isn't it? So obviously we know Liv based on her distinctive appearance, but it really felt weird, and yet kind of I don't know, humbling in the sense because of the fact that it's a case of, okay, this is Liv if she does become human again, I guess. So, yeah, but it did feel a bit weird because obviously, like when we come into iZombie, we expect the more paler side from Liv, of course. So when she went to infiltrate in regards to Dr. Cash, it just felt really, it felt weird, and it felt really, really remarkable, and you know, Liv killed it. She was really, really stunning in her getup. So, yeah, I really thought that was a really, really fun moment because, like I said, we're so accustomed to how Liv looks. So, just to take on this disguise for, I guess, a one-off appearance is just like startling in an odd sense because obviously Rose doesn't look as she does as Liv in reality. So the disguise that she had on is more so her the norm for her. So, like I said, it's odd, but it's an odd, weird sense, if that makes kind of sense. So yeah, but I was also really, really surprised, I would say, in regards to the crime of the week, with how I guess it was executed, because when we went to, I guess, inquire about the murderer, I was so confident that she was not going to be the murderer. I even said I don't think she's the murderer, especially with the confidence, as well as the fact that obviously at the time I wouldn't have assumed the idea that we would later be revealed to the idea of twins, and that the murderer was pretending to be her twin, who obviously had that accidental disfigurement. So yeah. But like I said, with the reveal that it was twins, not just made sense with how the kid was heckling the other twin about how she was a freak, but it was just a real surprise, because it was just like, hey, I have a twin sister, so and this is the one that got the bad reaction. So yeah, and we had the twin basically exact 10 times harsher revenge on Dr. Cash. So yeah, a bit surprising, but I'll take it. So yeah, but no, I thought that like I said, Liv's and that whole situation with her pretending to be Gwen was really, really great. I just wished that there would be a face-to-face with her and Gilda, even though that Gilda did, I guess, unknowingly see her, but she did see Liv just waltz to the elevator. I just wish there would be a moment where we would test if Liv's cover would crack. So, yeah, but no, it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen with Rita. Now that I'm, 99.9% certain she's a zombie, especially with the aggression that she let, as well as the fact that, your father just left you to die. You have every right to be pissed. So, yeah. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting on that front. It's going to be very interesting to find out what's going to happen with Blaine as well, because obviously with the rats that Ravi has been experimenting on, and the one that reverted back to being a zombie, didn't look so good there, did it? In terms of it kicking the bucket. So Blaine's days are being numbered. And like I said, it was a case of you either die, especially long and painfully, and we saw the effects kick in when he was coughing his guts up, or you take that leap of faith and potentially die, or potentially live a bit longer. So, and I do feel like the cure that Blaine did inject by the end of the episode, I think it's going to work. Not just because I don't want Blaine to die permanently, because I love Blaine and I think he's one of the pillars of this show. He's just an extraordinary character. But it's also going to give a push forward for Ravi with how he's been all season long on this very, very interesting story on trying to find the cure and trying to make some progress, especially with it waning with Major and Blaine. And obviously, we've hit a few walls recently. So, and considering the fact that we've got 4 episodes left to go, I feel like this is going to be a push in the right direction. So, yeah. So I feel like there's going to be some hope. I guess you could say a new hope for Blaine. We'll just have to see what happens, but I am certain that we're not going to hit any side effects. There might be a little side effect in terms of him adjusting, kind of like, I guess I'll go back to this example, as I've used numerous times, pardon me. But, COVID injection, you're warned you might suffer certain side effects. I only suffered a dead arm, not to brag. But I feel like overall, Blaine's going to be fine. And we're going to have some progress. There's going to be some push forward for Ravi, and it's all going to be happy days. So, touch wood. But yeah, and also there's the whole situation, and not just that though, but Major needs this news as well, because we had that discussion earlier on, didn't we? So with the fact that Major and Blaine got stabbed on the same day, Major needs a bit of a push forward, because otherwise it's not going to look good for him. So yeah. I mean, there's already a few things not looking good for Major at the minute, but I think this one is probably top of the list, you know, considering zombie form, dead. Yeah. But yeah, I was also going to say, there was a little bit of a mention about Clive and Dale, with the fact that Dale now knows that the brains of Suzuki, they weren't bovine. They were human. So that's going to be interesting, considering the fact that we know that Liv and Blaine, they work together to doctor the file. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, because I feel like Clive, he has to know. He has to know. He has to know by the end of this season about the whole zombie situation, along with Dale. But I think with Clive being there since the beginning, we've all been, I guess you could say, chomping at the bit for Clive to find out about the zombie world. And with the fact that this whole situation has been brought up again, I mean, I think it was always going to be brought up, wasn't it? But with this situation brought up, with 4 episodes left to go, could we have hope that Clive might find out about Liv? I mean, there have been little hints this season with him knowing about Liv, and when she has those visions, Liv's personality changes with their cases of the week. There's been little hints, and it's a case of, is he going to find out? Fingers crossed. So yeah, but no, not bad episode. I'm excited to see what's going to happen next time around, especially now that Rita has joined, I guess, Team Z. So, I mean, that's not 100% confirmed, but we can kind of assume, right? So, but no, excited to see what's going to happen for the rest of this season with 4 episodes left to go. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!